All right, part 2 continued. Apparently we had a little problem the first time.
The museum has worked hard to preserve the huge flag. The fabric is more than 200 years old. It is very fragile. You can see the flag on display in the museum today.
Preserve. To keep something safe from damage. Our school has a glass cabinet to preserve our trophies. Preserve. Fragile. Easily damaged. Not strong. A sand dollar is fragile. Fragile.
Two symbols, one name. Today, our flag is still called the Star-Spangled Banner. It flies in places all over the country. You see it at schools and businesses. You see it at sporting events and in parades. Before sporting events, everyone sings the Star-Spangled Banner together. Children sing it at school, and people sing it on the 4th of July. The flag and the song continue to make Americans feel proud.
Genre: poetry. Essential questions. Why do we sing our national anthem? Where have you heard it sung? The Star-Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Were some of you trying to sing along? I know I felt like it.
Vocabulary. Veterans Day Pride. For the Veterans Day Parade, Jay's class made a float. They made it look like a military fort. They had to be very careful because the pieces were fragile. The students also made a banner for the float. It read, "We love veterans." They spangled the float with stars and hearts. Each student was asked to compose a poem for the special day. After the parade, students read their poems. The poems were about the values students learned from the veterans. Jay's class showed the veterans how proud they were to be Americans. They told the veterans how grateful they were. These men and women deserved much more than poems and a parade. They helped preserve our freedom. Social Studies. Star-Spangled Changes. You learned about the Star-Spangled Banner this week. When the song was created over 200 years ago, it was a little different than it is now. In 1814, Francis Scott Key wrote a poem. Later, a composer set the poem to music. According to historians, the song was sung much faster than it is today. People sang the whole song in half the time that we do today. At sporting events, Large groups of people sing the Star-Spangled Banner together. When it was first written, this was not common. Only one person would sing the song while others listened and looked at the flag. Like the country itself, the national anthem has changed over time.
And for next time, we will look at the Statue of Liberty. What I need you to do now, today, is you will get out page 173, looks like that, vocabulary, in your OWL book. Banner, fort, preserve, spangled, composed, fragile, proud, and values. Write them, of course, in the right word, how they're used. And then on the back side, you have 4 sentences, and you have what, 2, 4, 6, 8 words. So you pick 4 words and come up with sentences using at least 4 words. You can use more, but you have 2 lines for each, at least 1 sentence, and pick up 4 words. Alrighty, that's it for right now. Don't forget you have an IXL assignment also, and that's it for now. Thank you. Bye.